Center in EHT is where everyone's lawn and garden should begin. Family owned and operated since 1964. Stop in and see what we have to offer. Visit bobsgardencenter.com or follow us on Facebook.
Hi everybody, happy Tuesday. Meteorologist Brittany Trumpy here. A lot of people out walking the boardwalk today. It is plenty hot out there. We have a number of different watches, warnings, advisories across our area, some of which are heat related, but really the flooding is what we're focusing on for the next couple of days. Those temperatures up into the 90s, 92 for Hamilton, Mays Landing 90 degrees, 88 for the courthouse, Atlantic City clocking in right at 80 degrees. So plenty warm, plus it's also muggy out there. We're seeing a lot of moisture roll in today. It'll be sticking around for the next couple of days. Some of that's going to lead to some really heavy rain overnight tonight. We are tracking a stationary front that's going to set up over our area. Just how far south that front wants to set up is going to be a huge determining factor on how much thunderstorm activity we deal with. We're going to be seeing some strong storms kind of cruising up towards our north later on overnight tonight, but really we're going to be, regardless of where that front sets up, dealing with some very heavy rain. So some downpours are concerned for overnight tonight. We have that aerial flood watch through till the first half of the day tomorrow, and then we could be seeing additional flood warnings later on this week as we deal with Debbie. So here's the setup. We have this stationary front sitting just to the north. That's going to start to cause some scattered showers and a lot of heavy downpours for portions of central and northern Jersey kind of later this evening. Meanwhile, we're expected to stay mostly dry. As that front kind of slowly moves a little bit further to the south, as that low pressure cruises across our area, that's when we start to see the chance for those storms to drop a little bit further south. But a lot of the stronger, more potentially severe weather is expected to stay to the north and the west. Once we're on the back end of that low, then we'll see the heavy rain move in during the overnight hours tomorrow morning, starting off with a lot of heavy rain out there. So the first half of your Wednesday, probably going to be a little bit on the soggy side. And then as we see that trough kind of set up, we could be ushering in some more scattered showers for your Thursday, and then all of the moisture that's with Debbie. So here's the setup. We do have that yellow shading, that scattered opportunity for severe thunderstorms for kind of northern South Jersey, central and North Jersey. Here across South Jersey, we're really just looking at that isolated risk for severe thunderstorms, and then just run-of-the-mill kind of storms the further south you go. So the further north you travel, and the further west you travel, the better chance for those storms to pack more of a punch. We're still worried about flooding regardless of how many storms or how strong they are. These are going to be really heavy rainmakers. We're going to be looking at a quick 1 to maybe 2.5 inches of rain with those storms overnight tonight. But as far as the stronger wind gust, the downburst, the hail, things like that, the better chance is up to the north and further off to the west. Still some strong storms out there, still some thunder and some lightning, but again, excessive rainfall and flooding are our main concern. That red shading is a high chance for excessive rainfall, and then we go from medium to low opportunity for that as you head down towards Cape May County. Again, a quick maybe 1.5, 2.5 inches overnight tonight is on the way possibly. Looking forward to tomorrow, a lot cooler. Since we're going to have those clouds and the showers kind of hanging around all day, we're not going to see as much sunshine. Also, we're going to bring in some slightly cooler air before we really start to see the more tropical air moving in. It'll still be hot and humid, but at least it'll be a few degrees cooler. Looking down at Tropical Storm Debbie, her wind speeds are at 40 miles an hour, so she's a little bit weaker than she has been. She's moving east-northeast at about 5 miles an hour. She's still expected to move offshore throughout the rest of the day today before she makes that turn up to the north, moves through the Carolinas, and then by this weekend she'll be post-tropical, starting to fall apart, and then rolling towards our area, probably more in that Saturday, Sunday time frame. She's moving a little bit slower. Originally, we were expecting some of that moisture to be arriving on our doorstep as early as late Wednesday, maybe even into Thursday. But because Debbie's going to move much, much slower as she makes her second landfall, we'll be dealing with that moisture kind of late Thursday, more into Friday. So we have the heavy rain and thunderstorms on the way for overnight tonight, scattered storms on the way for Thursday, all of that before we even deal with Debbie. And then as we look forward to Friday into Saturday, That's when the tropical moisture moves in. As far as rainfall totals, there are some really incredible numbers coming out of the Carolinas. 15 inches of rain possible right along that state line, a widespread 8 to 10 inches for just about all of South Carolina and for a very big portion of North Carolina here back home over the next couple of days. So the 1 to 2 inches we see tonight, plus what we're going to be seeing for Debbie on the way, we could be seeing those numbers kind of closing in on that 4, maybe 5 inches. Again, a lot of the activity for tonight is going to stay a little bit further to the north, so that's where you run into that red shading. Meanwhile, the bulk of South Jersey looking more in that 3 to 4 inch range over the next 5 days or so. Looking at that 7-day forecast, we are staying cool. That's the one good thing we have going for us. A lot of people don't want to deal with the intense heat that we've been seeing, so we'll drop those temperatures into the 70s and 80s for the next few days. Okay, I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'll check back in with you later on this evening.